This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Roberto, and the stage is set for Super Bowl 60. For all the talk last week about Sean Payton and City, it was Drake Maye and Drake Maye lovers that got the last laugh in the AFC. The Pat star didn't do much through the air, but who can blame him in that weather? But he did pick up 65 yards and a score on the ground, and put the game on ice with a third down scramble in the final 2 minutes. A perfect ending for a guy who has been outstanding all season. And now he's about to become the second youngest QB to ever start in a Super Bowl. His counterpart, none other than Sam Darnold. One of the most improbable career turnarounds is approaching its pinnacle. Darnold got the best of Matthew Stafford in the NFC title game, passing for 346 yards and 3 touchdowns. And he leaned on Seattle's D for a huge 4th down stop in the 4th quarter. So there you have it, the Pats and Seahawks meeting in Santa Clara a week Sunday. Sounds familiar? Well, for all the 2016 nostalgia that's been taking over social media, this is actually a rematch of Super Bowl 49, which happened in 2015. And we all know how that ended.
Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal.
Oh man, come on, it's not like Pete Carroll's having the best month of his life here. And now we have to remind him of that. Seattle has not lost a game since mid-November, and FanDuel has the Seahawks installed as the early favorite. Okay, so the weather outside may be frightful, but seeing NHL players in the wild as a result may be a little delightful. With the Great Lakes region getting dumped on over the weekend, news stations are out asking the public how they're handling the weather. Unbeknownst to this Rochester news station, the Rochester resident they were talking to was Devon Levi.
Well, I went to speak with some folks around Rochester, see what they're up to during this winter storm, and it's clear this weather is making its presence known in homes and on the roads.
Stay home, enjoy your time with your family, stay safe.
That is some sound advice from Mr. Levi himself, who just happens to be the starting goalie for the Rochester Americans. And just one day earlier, he was doing this.
Leads into the slot, drop down left wing corner, feed back to her side, shot, and Levi, what a great save, coming across the goal mouth, right to left, stops that one-time attempt.
He's played 39 career games with the Sabres, and Levi is not the only NHL player to be featured on the news. Back in 2020, Jerome McGinley was questioned about a storm.
I like the winter, but not necessarily. This might be a little too much. We're from Canada, so it's not too crazy. I mean, we got some winter tires and used to this growing up, so it's not great. I'll tell you, you get some tough stretches, but if you don't go too fast, it's doable.
It's not always cold and snowy though. In 2009, Roberto Luongo had his man on the street moment, all about sunshine.
And everyone is taking full advantage.
Not a lot of rain, a lot of sunshine, and the weather's been really mild, so it's been really nice.
One of the stranger ones we've seen featured Sharks buddies Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith, a random streeter from the Big Apple.
This team, what's the name of your team?
San Jose Sharks.
Who are you playing?
The Rangers.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Wow. And how long have you been playing for the team?
This is my second year with the team.
Are you good? What position?
I'm a forward.
And who are you?
I'm Will, and I'm a forward too.
To wrap this segment up, we will finish with a laugh, as Radley Smith was recently discovered as a crowd member at a comedy show, and the result was predictably hilarious.
What's your name, sir?
Ryan.
Are you working during the week?
Not.
Are you a teacher?
I'm not.
You're not. Silly me. What kind of job do you have?
Hockey player.
Who do you play hockey for? Is this like a, how high are we? Are we?
Very high.
I'm not gonna drop the puck, like calm the f down. I'm honored that you're here, bro. That's, I just got nervous all of a sudden. I don't know why I just got nervous. I'm in. Dude, you're really slow playing it.
We love athletes out in the wild, especially hockey players. See, they have personalities too. To the NBA, and the Raps just can't stop winning. Last night they beat Shea and the defending champs in OKC, their 4th straight win, and a perfect cap to a 5-game trip that had gotten off to a pretty rough start in LA. You get the feeling this country's really starting to rally around them too. We the North, oh yeah, you better believe that's back. Against the Thunder, Scotty Barnes came through with a huge block that helped seal the win in the final minute. And Toronto held Shea to his 4th lowest scoring game of the season. They limited him to just 3 points in the 4th quarter. The Raps are sitting 3rd in the East, half a game up on the Knicks, and have positioned themselves to add ahead of the trade deadline. That is if Bobby Webster feels the urge to make a move in the next 10 days. Domantas Sabonis is the player that Toronto's most linked to. And then there's the AD debate. Rich Paul is eager to get his second biggest client moved despite his recent injury. And the Raptors did take on Brandon Ingram this time last year when he was hurt. And guess what? He also happens to be repped by Paul and Clutch. So there is a lot of differences between last year's Raptors team and this one. And you have to factor in players Toronto could move in a deal. Emmanuel Quickley's name has been coming up plenty, but he's been going off lately. Last night he had 23 points and 11 boards, his 4th straight huge game and what is feeling like his best stretch as a Raptor. Jakob Poeltl's name has also been floated around, but his status is in serious limbo due to his injury, which also could force Webster's hand to address the center position. So where are we leaning here? Do the Raps stand pat or do they make another big swing? Back to football, the Seahawks and the Pats. I gotta ask, how fired up are we for this matchup in a couple weeks? Darnold from that incredible QB class of 2018, becoming the first to start in a Super Bowl. And what can you say about the 2023 class? Last year, Jaden Daniels showed out in the playoffs, and we were all familiar with Caleb Williams' dramatics. And now Maye's through to the Super Bowl. And now you have to figure there's a chance for either Darnold or Maye to come out with the MVP. In the 59-year history of the Super Bowl, a QB has won the award 34 times, including 7 of the last 10. So it's no surprise FanDuel has Darnold and Maye for the 2 best odds this year. Now the last time a non-QB won was 4 years ago. And that was Cooper Kupp, a wide receiver, who also happens to be a Seahawk now. Kupp had 2 touchdowns for the Rams in that game, and he's been solid on the playoffs, including yesterday against his former team. So if you're interested in rolling the dice on a guy that's been there before, FanDuel has a couple of bets that are hard to resist. Kupp has some pretty enticing odds to win another Super Bowl MVP at 100 to 1, and he's currently listed at 12 to 1 to get the game's first touchdown. Hey, I know we're still 13 days out, but as you can tell, we are ready for this matchup. But can you please DM me who you think's gonna win? I need to place my bets now before heading over there, you know? That's how it works. That's it for today. We'll see you back in tomorrow at 3 Eastern, no Pacific. Did you miss me?